All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our boy that we're looking for. Uh, yeah. All right, that's him. Now I seen JLR's footage also that he just put out, which was excellent. He's walking, but there's something here that's wrong with this guy. Either this guy is a disability person or something, or has something wrong with him, or when he jumped off that building, he either twisted his ankle or his knee, and he has a gait, a limp, a gait, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and check into this here real quick. All right, that is the photo of the gentleman they are looking for. A lot cleaner. It almost like, if you want to, if you want me to be honest, he knows he's being filmed. Oh, dang it. He knows he's being filmed. And why do I say that? Is because he's he's looking right into the camera. He noticed the camera, and I imagine that's why he got glasses on, so he can look and see. Oh, is there a camera on me? That's him. A lot clearer photo, a lot clearer, cleaned up image. Now they track him going into the place, and they track him all the way off of the building and into the subdivision. From the subdivision, we have no idea where he went. I'm sure there's footage of it. That's him. And yo, well does. And he knows he's being filmed. He knows. That's why he's looking, in the direction of the camera, because he probably spotted the camera. Very interesting. Goggles. He's got the black shirt on, black hat, black goggles. But they said he had a mask on and a helmet. Now, did they get a hat confused with a helmet? Oh, he does have some kind of a backpack on. Here's my question: where's the weapon? Where is the weapon? This footage here is taken, I do believe, of him getting on the roof. I do believe the weapon was already on the roof. Possibly he stashed it there, or someone else stashed the weapon there, and all he had to do was make his way to the roof. Now, now we need footage of him leaving that area with the weapon. They said they had the weapon. They found it in the tree line before you get into the subdivision. Was it a collapsible? Uh, I've listened to, I've heard some professional sniper dudes in the military say it was a 5.85 round, not a 308, which is a smaller round. That's true, but it'll do just as much damage. A 308 probably would have, I hate to say it, would have decapitated him if it was hitting the neck, probably, because it explodes. So That's the dude. That's a lot more clean. It looks like he's missing. He's got teeth problem. Looks like he's either missing a front tooth on the left side, possibly buck teeth or something. And here's the thing: what they're not putting out. This guy has a gait. He has a limp from jumping off of the building, or he has some kind of a disability. Now we're going to watch the footage from JLR, which I'm going to post in chat here. I'm going to post JLR's chat there. I'm going to stop sharing this. We're going to go to JLR's. And we're going to back this up a little bit. And roll the cameras. There he is. And what's he doing? He's got a limp. Look at. Now someone zooms in. Somebody is filming this dude. What's he doing? He's got a limp. Something is wrong with that right leg. Massively. Massively. Look, he's limping. Yeah, it's that right leg. He's got something wrong with that right leg or his ankle or something. He's got the backpack on. Yeah, something definitely wrong with his right leg. So I would be on the lookout. If you know anybody, if your children or anybody, uh, if you have any children at home that are limping, ask them why they're limping. Yo, Debbie, I was live here. I'm like, hold on, I'm looking at something. Every time you message, it sends it back to where I can't. I got to go through all the messages, and if someone messaged me, it goes back to the message that they just sent, and then I got to go all the way back to where I was to try and find the videos. Hold on, Deb.
All right, this is Google Maps. This is Utah Valley University. This is the spot Charlie Kirk was shot. University. TMZ got surveillance, a neighbor surveillance showing the suspect walking. I got shocking video here that I'm going to share with you, and then we'll further discuss. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. He either sprained his ankle or knee, or this dude has a disability or was injured already before because he's walking. And that makes sense because his hands were kind of messed up to me. Yeah, he's limping. Probably from when he jumped off the building in a rush. And where he jumped off really wasn't that high, but when you're in a rush, he might have twisted his ankle or something because he's limping. Now, the limp could be he knows he's on camera. He's got to have enough intelligence if he's going to do something like this. He knows there's ring cameras all over the neighborhood. He might be limping deliberately because we'll see here shortly. He's running. There he is, way in the back. He's coming from the university. Here come people walking by. Now here he comes around that house, and he's running a little bit. There he is, right there. You can see him. He's dumping the probably the weapon. You'll see him come around the corner there real quick in between them, that brush there. Debbie says he put that shirt back. Wow. Wow, what one? I think it has like an American flag or design on it, Deb. All right, now just hold on. He's doing something. He's getting rid of something. Here he comes. And he's running a little bit faster.
All right, this is Google Maps. This is Utah Valley University. This is the spot Charlie Kirk was shot. The shooter right here on the building where you see level 1. This is where the shot was taken from, top of the building. There you could see. And what happened here is after the shooting, the shooter ran down the roof and then apparently off the roof, ended up.
Well, yeah, it makes 100% sense to me, JLR. That's what we were saying earlier on this channel. It's possible he walked out, had a vehicle waiting, or is held down in one of them houses over there, or like you said, he could be held up at that Christian church there, Latter Day Saints or whatever it is. You're right. He could be held up there. He could have parked there. Anything is possible. But we know this much. Can we get some footage from the government before this guy jumps off the building to see if he had a problem already with his leg? Or was the injury or his limp? Or is he acting? Knowing that, oh, he's in public now, people can see him. He has to go back to being a disabled person and limping. Possibly. Play that TMZ clip again. I missed it. All right, I'll play it again. Play it again, Sam. I'll do it. No problem. Here we go. Let me back it up. Let's do this.
Discuss. Check it out.
I'll check it out, JLR. Look at now, he's limping. Somebody notices him and is doing something with the camera, I would think. See, now that camera is focusing in and following him, whether it's on a motion detection or whatever. He's limping. Now, either he's acting because he was just running a couple seconds ago from behind that house. Now, either he's acting and he's got to go back to being a disabled person. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm disabled. I got a problem. Or he twisted his leg when he jumped off that building. He crapped himself. Oh, yeah, I bet you he did. There he is right there. And it looks like he's running a little bit. And then he disappears behind the tree lines. I think that's where he probably dumped the weapon. That's what took him so long to come around that house, was he was dumping the weapon. But I don't see him carrying it. It had to be, was it a breakdown sniper rifle? I'm not sure. It might have been bolt action. Yeah, I don't know. Was it a fireball? I don't know. Hopefully they get the weapon. I don't know if you folks know what a fireball is, but it was one of the most powerful pistols, but it was really a rifle designed for target shooting.
All right, this is Google Maps. This is Utah Valley University. This is the spot Charlie Kirk was shot. The shooter right here on the building where you see level 1. This is where the shot was taken from, top of the building. There you could see.
All right. So let me show you the photo of the guy again. We got some good cleaned up footage. Want to give a shout out to Jessica Kendall for posting that. That's pretty clear footage. Pretty cleaned up picture of the guy we're looking for. That's him. I thought they found the weapon already. Yeah, they found the weapon. They said it was a high-powered weapon. Uh, they have it. To what it is, we're not sure. Now, I listened to a professional sniper, and he's thinking it was a 5.85 round, which is smaller than. I think JLR was saying it possibly was a 308. It could have been, but I don't think so because that sniper dude's probably right. Uh, there would have been a lot more damage if it was a 308 instead of a 5.85. Although a 5.85 will do massive damage, a 308 round, uh, it'll mess you up real bad. Them are the thing. That round is what they shoot at like a cantaloupe, and it goes poof and just disintegrates. That so smaller round, but still the job that guy was doing or on his mission was accomplished. And honestly, looking at this and looking at the Google map and getting on top of that roof and seeing, you know, that dude, Charlie was down in that hole and then had a tent over him. And that dude might not have been able to get a headshot. And that's why he got the neck shot. Some of these professionals might be right that he probably was going for the headshot, but once he got up there, it's possible he couldn't see that, and all he could do was get a neck shot, and that was good enough. That was good enough to do what he needed to do, and he was out of there. He didn't even try to get off a second shot. He was out of there. He probably seen that it connected, and that was good enough, and he was gone. That's very possible. And I'm no professional, but if you get up on that roof, and then you have to take in consideration people standing that are anywhere from 5 foot to 6 foot something. Maybe the only shot he had was a neck shot because he couldn't see the head with the canvas that was over him. Uh, and he took the shot, and it was a neck shot. Yeah, hey, who in his mind, uh, how sick and demented is he? He might be upset at himself. I didn't get the headshot, but he probably seen that it connected, and he was out of there. And that's all it took was one shot. If it connected, maybe his mission wasn't even to kill him; it was just to hit him. If he died, he died. If not, at least you know he got a piece of him or something. We really don't know inside this guy's head, but he don't look right. Something ain't right with the dude. Let's look one more time. Let me see. He is pro-trans, anti-Trump shift on the ammo. Oh wow. So he was for people getting transgender operations. Debbie said, "What the heck?" Hold on, Deb. Hey, Debbie, can I show that? What you sent me, Debbie, is that what is that? Hold on. Okay, that's a 30-06 round. That's a 308 30-06 round. Hold on, Deb. I'm going to show that round that you sent. Can I do that, Debbie? Deborah, are you here? Deborah. Deborah, are you here? Can I show that round that you sent me? Was that a 308 or is that a three? That's a 30-06 308 round, or is it a 585? Hold on a minute, folks. Hold on a minute, Debbie. Don't message me. Hold on a minute, folks. Let me see if I can show this. All right, there we go. Debbie, you want to explain what that round is? I'll let my reporter, my investigator, explain in chat. Debbie, what size round is that? 30 six, 30 30. Couch says those trans people are overly violent. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. We might be forced to have to give them their operations and pay for it. If the worst comes to the worst, just to calm them down or something. I don't know what else to do. How are you supposed? What are you going to do? They won't let us do what we want to do, and that's lock down and bring in people so we can enjoy life. Bring back barbecue and something. Do something. I don't know. Let us barbecue. It's a 30 six. So that's bigger than the round that he used. Possibly. We don't know yet. We'll find out though. There's a lot of professionals saying that they think it was a smaller round of 585, which is similar to that, but it's smaller. It's a little bit smaller, maybe a half inch smaller than that. It will still do massive damage to your body, but not as much as a 30-30 or a 308 high power round. Who knows? We'll find out eventually, though. No, but there it is, right now. Like I said, that's a bigger round than a 585. And some of the guys that are professional snipers or whatever, the videos I've been watching today are saying that it sounded a little bit smaller than uh, a bigger round, like a 585 or whatever it was, 525. And they might be right. They might be right. Bolt action sniper rifle or hunting rifle at 200 yards. Uh, yeah, you're yeah, and I agree with that one dude. Uh, Kurt, I forget his name. I watch his channel. He's a sniper or something, or was for the military. He might not have had at 200 rounds. He should have been able to put it right between his eyes. That's what the professional sniper said. At 200 yards, he should have been able to put it right between his eyes. And the only reason I think that he didn't was once he got up there, that white tent that was over Charlie, I believe that obstructed it. Whether he was counting on that to be there or not, but once he got up there and got the scope out and got him in the scopes, he realized I can't get a headshot. And what's the next best thing? Well, anything below that, uh, them kill zones, and he might have went for that. And once he's seen through the scope, uh, that there was a connection. That's all he needed, and he was out of there. All right, what's on his shirt? All right, let's check out his shirt. You guys want to see? I think they might be watching all chats because this F nut is still running. Yeah, he might be watching everybody's channels on. Yeah, he might have had the phone shut off while this was going on, and then once he was out of there, turn the phone up like Kohlberger. Deb, let's check the. Let's check out the T-shirt. Colt wants to check out the T-shirt. Let's do that. We're gonna share that right there. We're gonna back on out of here. We're gonna come on up to the T-shirt. We're gonna zoom in on it. We're bringing it down. We're zooming in. We're bringing it down. We're zooming in. We're bringing it down, and there it is. Now, is that what is that? I thought it was an American flag. What is that? It's not me or Johnny, promise. What's going on, Deb? Debbie, what's going on? Don't say it's so, Christopher. What's going on? It's a disabled veteran T-shirt. I think it might be watching all the chats and everything. What's on his shirt? It's not me or Johnny. What'd we do, Deb? What did we do? Give me a confirmation of what we're doing. There's a suspect that has a similar last name as mine. Oh my gosh, Valdez. You're wanted dead or alive. Bon Jovi sang it best. Disabled Veteran National Foundation. Yeah. Debbie, I can't see what you're commenting there. Comments are disappearing. I don't see anything disappearing. If it's a dude named Skype, that explains half the problems. I don't know. I have no idea. So we know what the t-shirt looks like, right? You're saying it's some veterans t-shirt. Is that what you're saying? Debbie, what's going on? Are your comments disappearing? People might be blocking. It might be people from these other YouTube channels that we're having problems with or whatever. Blocking people or something. Not anymore. I don't know, Debbie. What are we gonna do about it? It's not me. I'm not blocking anybody or timing them out. I don't think it's him, but does look kind of similar to the guy in the footage. Are you talking about the school shooting, the high school shooting in Colorado today or yesterday? Uh, all right, let's see what else we can see. Let's see his thumb, his hands. Let's see. We got some kind of a string. You guys see that? We got some kind of a string coming down from inside of his shirt. You guys see that? Some kind of a cord. What is that? The heck is that? Where's his thumb? Where's his thumb? What's his cord? You guys see that? Ooh, is that a phone in his front pocket? Looks like a square. Possibly a phone right here in his front pocket or something. No, I don't care about the size of his. What is it with these women? What kind of boot is on that behind him? I don't know. You want to tell me what this cord is that's coming out of the sleeve of his shirt? You want to explain that? Where's his thumb, Debbie? It's this cord coming out of his shirt. He's got a watch on one side. He's got some kind of a device on his waist. You see this on his left side over here. He's got a watch on. Some kind of a device or a cord is coming down from the sleeve of his shirt. The hell was this guy ready for? He's got a wire there. What could that be for? That is just crazy. All right, what's he got? Oh, does he have? He has tape. It looks like around his finger or something. Was this guy a Southie or? Oh yeah, he's got a device under here. What is this thing right here? That ain't no phone holder or anything. It's something. I do believe this might be a phone or something here. But where's this wire going to that's running up inside of his shirt? What in the heck? What do you have on underneath that shirt? What in the heck? He's got a backpack on or some kind of a. That looks like a cord or something that's running up on the inside of his. You guys see that? How does John have 600 subs when we always the only three in chat? I don't even know, man. I'm trying to do something here, and this is too confusing for me. What is underneath the guy's shirt? What this guy come prepared to do? What did he do? And is there other things he might have done after the shooting? Let's look one more time at that footage of JLF. He has a vibrator down his pants. I don't know. These people probably were sent here to try and cause confusion. I hope it's somebody, Homeland Department of War. Are you watching this? I hope. Cool. KIRK was just talking about how many people were shot by trans or gangs, then bang. Exactly. I know what you're talking about. Keywords. Keywords. Could have been the signal to shoot. I seen a video today where there was guys standing behind him, two guys off to the right side behind uh, Charlie. And uh, if you ask me, is it possible they were throwing signals? It's very possible. The guy in the black shirt behind Charlie on the right side uh, took his left arm or left hand and swiped his arm and then grabbed it, and then the shot rang out. So if these guys were professionals, no phone, uh, weapon was already placed. All he had to do was get up on the roof. Once he did, uh, he waited for the signal. He had help, possibly spotters, whatever, diversion, whatever. The signal came. He took the shot. Couldn't get the headshot once he got up there. Maybe he didn't know there was going to be a tent. Maybe this guy had no idea that Charlie was going to be under a tent instead of just walking around, open to anybody. Once he got up there, he noticed I can't get the headshot, but he went for it. Connected. He's seen it through the scope. He's out of there. Yeah, makes a lot of sense to me. and we said it also, Mr. JLR, I agree with you. Is it very possible he walked out of there, walked through the subdivision, hunkered down there till night, left, or even jumped in a vehicle and left, or is still there? Like I said, any parents out there, any wives, any brothers, sisters, anybody that someone came home last night and had a limp or whatever, contact the police. Or the whole thing could be acting. He knew he was on camera and he limped when he knew, oh, I'm in the subdivision, so I better limp because people think I'm disabled. Maybe he does. Maybe he's a you know a, a true sniper, a real sniper. He becomes his atmosphere, the people around him. He might look disabled one minute, and after he's done his job and out of there, he's not no more. He's perfectly fine. All right, let me see what's going on. Keep trying, Christopher. It is probably keywords they're looking for right now. Yeah, I think you guys should probably stop playing around, probably in chat or whatever. But this is serious stuff. Let me see what Cal's saying. Waiting for Johnny to read that out loud. Yeah, your comments are still there. I see your comment. I'm reading it. I'm reading it. Well, this is horrible. I think it's just horrible. But let's look one more time at Mr. JLR's footage. And folks, I posted it in my chat. Go check out JLR's. Excuse me. Let's look one more time at the TMZ footage. Ah, my God. It's just a matter of time. They're going to get them. If they ain't already. If they ain't already got them or zeroed in on them. All right, let's hold on a minute.
With you, and then we'll further discuss. Check it out.
Yeah, he's definitely limping. Now, whether it's acting or he twisted his leg or something when he jumped off that roof. I don't know. I don't think it is an American flag. It looked like an American flag to me. There was red, white, and blue in it, but it's not. He is walking like he's loading his drawers. I don't know. Maybe he did crap himself, but either way, he's walking with a limp. He's limping along or something. Like he's got maybe multiple sclerosis or something, or some kind of a disability or something. He's running, right? When there ain't nobody looking, well, he's normal. He's running like a fool. But then he stops. He's got to do something with something, a weapon, something. He's got to get rid of something because it's taken him so long to come around that corner. And you get a glimpse of him. You get a glimpse of him coming around, and he starts running. Right? He's jogging. You see a shadow there. He's coming. There he is. And he's jogging pretty good. Look at him. He's running.
All right, this is Google Maps. This is Utah Valley University. This is the spot Charlie Kirk was shot.
So he's running like a fool, but then he when he comes back around, he's probably remembering, oh, I'm in the subdivision. Ring cameras everywhere and everything. I better limp or something. Make it look like he was injured. There's two ways this can go. He's injured, or he had a problem before. We need footage of before the shooting to see him walking to see if it was just acting or he twisted his foot, his ankle or knee or something. He's limping, but he's definitely limping. He's got a gait. If that's his normal walk, he still has a gait. You can see it. He drags that one right leg. It was the woods before the house developing in the proper in there, or he dropped it in there. Yeah, there's woods right behind that house. He was running, but then he stops. It takes him forever to come around that house. If you look, there's trees behind that house. And that's probably where he figured out, dump the stuff there or whatever. What weapon is, I don't know why they're not posting the weapon. Here's the weapon they use. I don't know. Pretty crazy. All right. Is there any more thoughts on this, Debbie? Kelt is saying that his T-shirt is an American flag. It might be. It didn't look like it to me when we zoomed in, but it might be. It might be. In that footage that we're seeing right now, you can see it. Maybe it's a string from the T-shirt or something, or from that long sleeve shirt. Maybe it's just like a strap. Maybe that shirt is like a long john shirt, and it's real thick. You pull on one of them, you get a whole bunch of them out. But there's something running up the inside of his sleeve. If it ain't his sleeve unraveling, maybe he got. Is this photo that we're seeing right now? This must be before the shoot. Before he shoots, this is him going to the roof. Possibly. Because that's stairs and railing. So he's going upward. So it's very possible this was before the shooting. But do we have him walking before the shooting so we can say, oh, well, before the shooting, he was walking perfectly fine. But now all of a sudden, after, he's probably limping because he jumped off of the building, twisted his ankle or something, or foot or knee, and now he's limping. Let me see what's going on here. He's incredibly message on the ammo. Yeah, I seen that on the gun and ammo. Yeah, they'll use it to get DNA off of it. All that. They got a foot impression. The top of them roofs are usually membranes, rubber membranes, and then they put hot tar on top of it, and then they sprinkle what's called asphalt dust on it, depending on, some put gravel, pea gravel, crushed gravel. And that itself, when it's real hot out and you step on it, you'll leave a shoe impression. So I believe, yeah, they probably do have a shoe impression on top of that roof. It was a flat roof. Usually that's how they do it. Right? They put a bunch of tar down and then sprinkle stuff on top of it over the rubber membrane and stuff. So, well, hopefully they get him soon. Hopefully he didn't kill anybody else, and he wasn't on a killing spree. Hopefully they locked down that subdivision. Yeah, it's very possible he went into that subdivision It's very possible he did. There is no wrong scenario. It's possible he jumped on a hot air balloon and floated away, right? If they said, well, there was a hot air balloon thing going down the street, well, then, yeah, possibly. Possibly. And they show an impression of the shoe. Yeah. Yeah, I said that. Can you guys hear me okay, Deb? You're right, though, Deb. Impression of the suit. Debbie, test one, two. They probably can't hear me. Oh, you can't hear me, huh? Did you guys hear about the private jet that took off right after? Yeah, well, it landed right before. That private jet landed right before the thing, and then afterwards took off. That's true. If you Google Map that, there's a plane sitting right there, right behind where the shooter shot. There's a plane sitting in the field. What looks like to be a plane. I don't know if it is or not. What's that? Can anybody tell me what that is? That's that's uh that's behind the shooter. Now this is an old satellite photo, folks. That plane might not even be there anymore. But it's a jet or a plane, one of the two. And it could be on display there and on a podium that holds it up off the ground. Now, what is that? I don't know. That could be some kind of a monument or something for some people to go to. It could be a helicopter Huey pad where they can land. But that's an airplane. Now, did he magically jump in an airplane? Well, like I said, this is a very old satellite photo of the university. So we have no idea if that plane even is there anymore. That's the same kind of display we had out here at my military school, LaGrange Hall Military School. We had a couple jets that were on these like podiums, right? They were angled up so you can see them and everything. By the way, I want my jets back. Thank you. Whoever took them, I'm not sure once they closed the school down. I'd like them back. Thank you. Now, where else were we? Uh, yeah, it's a plane. So them saying, well, there's actually an airport right there. There's an airport right here by the university. So yeah, it's very possible they jumped on a plane out of there. Anything's possible. Why does it keep posting a link? Dang it. I'm not sure. Omar Nagara Kabaza, that's an account that was making threatening comments. Well, that's crazy. Who don't make threatening comments anymore today? We live in America. Everything is a threat. Hold on, a plane did go off the radar. Yeah. Yeah, like I said before in the other videos, before this all occurred, a jet did land, private jet. Afterwards, it took off. Now, that plane might have been someone else. You don't know. We have no idea who it belonged to or if it had anything to do with this case. We have no idea. it was reported that it went off radar for a while. Well, there you go. Something's wrong. Are you telling me they landed this plane right there behind the academy? Or not the academy, the university? And then the plane was gone? I don't know. That'd be pretty crazy. It's possible. I don't know. But I can tell you this much. We're going to end this video here shortly. And I'll be back once more info comes in. You're all your opinions uh, are great opinions. Excuse me. There is no wrong opinion, uh, except for probably the penis ones. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I went back and looked at some of them comments, and it's obvious you ladies think he's not a well hung man, but that's okay. Well, it's pretty crazy today. I got a joke about it because the world is so crazy. If I actually get serious, uh, I'll be talking to trees and lampposts and going crazy. I got to make some fun out of this. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna sit here and get mad, go crazy, whatever. I got to joke about some of this stuff because it's just too. It's too much. It's just too much. It's just way too much. I can't handle it. Skype posts a song called Charlie's Kurtz. Yeah, yeah. That was actually the band. They're saying it's a kid, a young kid that's in a band, transgender. They had a full record out. They had a record out and everything. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but I also did hear he posted a song afterwards that Charlie Kurtz was dead or whatever. Oh, yeah, that could be their dude. Where is he at? I don't know. Find him. Where'd he go? I'd say it's pretty crazy. And yeah, he lives in Utah. Yeah. Yeah, that's where they were saying he was from. A high schooler, I think, that appeared to be the same age as college people. Well, if you're 16, 17, 18, yeah, you're going to fit right into a college. Some of these people that are in college are 15, 16 years old. They're geniuses. They passed everybody in high school and went directly to high school or to college. So yeah, if the government came out and said he appeared to be like he was one of the students, well, yeah, don't shock me at all. Don't shock me at all. Valdez is saying he posted that before the incident. Well, whether before or after, it don't matter. These people got problems. Parents named him Sky pretty much and give it to Breach. I don't know. The shooter, his name ain't that guy's name that you're saying. I think that was the band or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll find out. We're getting closer. I imagine they'll have them within a couple of days. I think someone will probably turn them in, or someone will say, "Hey, well, why are you limping?" Once this footage comes out, right? If the guy's still staying at home, his parents, girlfriend, or someone's going to notice something, and it won't be long. It won't be long. I think they'll pretty much have them. All right, I think I'm going to end this footage. I'll be back. I got some dishes to do. And man, I've been watching all this crap today. I got a headache again with all this. I'm sorry that you ladies thought that he was hung well low, but that's just the way it is. Uh, hopefully, hopefully things go better. Now, I want all you folks to be safe and keep an eye out. If you're in Utah, he could be anywhere, really. 24 hours, he could be anywhere. He could be halfway on the other side of the world if he jumped on a plane. All right, you folks have a great day. God bless. And I'll be back later here shortly. What time is it? It's 8:45. Yeah, I guess I'll be back. What are you guys doing tonight? What is tonight? Wednesday night? What are you guys doing tonight? You got big plans tonight, Cal? Valdez, you got big plans? Debbie? I'm going to name my kid Sky. I don't know. Get in line. Elon already named his ex. So you got many names to choose from now. Speed Racer, Trixie, all kinds of stuff. Debbie's watching zombies. All right, you're going to be busy tonight, Debbie. Debbie's watching zombies tonight. Well, I'll be back then, folks. Uh, Alone. I forgot this zombie night. I think Wednesday night or something. Dawn of the Dead or the Living Walking Dead or whatever. Zombies. That's right, Kel. Zombies. All right, I will be back here shortly after I do some dishes. I'm not busy. You're not busy tonight, Debbie. Well, I thought you just said no. You're watching zombies tonight. Zombie, zombie, zombie. I ate your head. I ate your head. Zombie. I like it came from Ken Singleton. I don't know what you're talking about, women. Count, are you stoned already? It's only 9 o'clock. Jeez. Well, I wonder if I should get like a rehab going right in my chat. I'm not sure. Maybe. Fear the Walking Dead. I knew something with zombies. Well, them zombies are. I understand why they are the way they are. Look at all the stuff you watch, Debbie, with all this spooky stuff and zombies. I don't know what's wrong with her. No, she's a different breed. Kelt, too. Kelt's watching something. But I gotta go. It's 1 hour now, film. We're shutting it down. Valdez, thanks for coming and giving the intel. Thanks a lot, Valdez. Kelt, thanks a lot for stopping in. Debbie, thanks a lot. I'll let you get back to your zombies in your head. How have they not caught him? We'll discuss it in the next video of how they have not caught him yet. Hello, Miss ATS News. Oh, that's ATS News that commented that. I don't know. I'm sure they know who he is. I'm sure they're probably circling his house as we speak, or the area he's in as we speak, and eventually they will catch him. We know too much now about him, and there's nothing really he can do. It's over. He's done. He knows it. We'll probably find him dead or on the run somewhere. Or you ain't ever going to see him because he's hunkered down. meaning he knows he's in deep shit, and he could be in the mountains. JLR might have a good point. We were talking about that this morning on this channel. He could be in the mountains. There ain't nothing but mountain around there. He could be found a little cave or a little hole in the ground, and he's living in there. We don't know how far he was. This was planned. We don't know if he's taken off going to a bunker, and he's in a bunker, stocked up for a couple years or whatever, and we won't see him. We don't know. No, maybe someone is hiding them. I just want you folks to know out there in YouTube land and out there in Utah and anywhere else, if you're harvesting him, we are bringing back our old laws where you can lose everything, your property, your cars, everything. That's what they did back in the olden days to make sure that people didn't help hide killers. And what did they do? They made that law. If you're caught harvesting that person and uh, giving police false information and leading them away, and they find you contacting that person, talking to them all the time, and you get charged with a crime, and you can get everything taken from you, everything, house, land, everything, confiscated. And now property of the United States government, and is evidence, uh, which we own it. So he don't know more. It's our property. No, that's what's going to be happening. Then people are like, you can't do that. Yeah, watch them. Uh, um, yeah, watch them. That's what they did back in the olden days. And they might be bringing that. And a lot of people are screaming out, bring back public executions where you take them to the town hall and you behead them. I can't believe I'm hearing that. But literally, people are making videos today saying they need to bring back public execution, where just like the olden days, they brought you in front of the community and El Strapo, the Ohello. It's gone. I think we still got our guillotine in the bottom of our courthouse out here. This is an old town, 1700s. The cowboys used to run around or whatever. They still got the guillotine and stuff, I think, in their hangman's noose or whatever they're saying in the basement out here. That's what they might be doing. I don't know. I would straighten up people out there. If you're in the business of being a bad guy, I'd quit. They're talking about bringing public executions back and their hangings and stuff, guillotines and stuff. I probably would change your business. I probably would. I'm dumb. You don't have to, but I know I probably would if I was in that business. I'd be changing occupation real quick. I was just talking about that. There needs to be some deterrent since jail doesn't scare people. Not so sure how I feel about it. Mm, Well, I had no idea why jail didn't scare these people. But after seeing the new footage out, uh, I know why they're not scared. For one, they live better than me, and I'm a law-abiding citizen, and they actually have more stuff than me in prison. So yeah, that's probably why they're not scared. And their friends, homies, and family are in there. So that's probably why. They live better than me. I mean, I think one of them had a gold plated faucet and a toilet in his jail cell. I mean, how, come on. How do you, he had more video games than me. Come on. The guy's in there doing life for double, quadruple murders, and he's got more video games than me and better internet connection. Come on. It's no wonder they kill, they go right back in. They kill, they come out, they kill, they go right back in. Yeah, and probably they probably come out and they're on a mission sent from inside and do it and get back in. Yeah, this is nuts. I don't know what country you live in. I don't know who said it was okay. This is what happens when you have a government that uses gangs, clubs, and secret societies and things to do murder, and it backfires because the killers become more powerful and crazy than the government. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And now the government's been caught getting their hands dirty using these people. And now these people are making videos going, you can't do that because you're the ones that hired them to kill them people. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes perfect sense. All right, you folks have a great night. God bless. You've been watching the Johnny Kramer Music Movie Channel, Crime, DIY. You name it, we do it. What we don't do is steal, kill, murder, rape, and pillage, blackmail, extort, and try and drive people crazy. Which you're going to see this Suicide Squad stuff come out now. Laws against that, and these people going crazy, trying to drive us nuts. Yeah, it's all going to be changing. And it's going to get crazy, but in the end, it's going to be a lot safer. You're going to have people with morals, integrity, and in this country, before you know, it'll be on top. But like the movie Purge, every once in a while, you got to purge the food you eat, detox, whatever you want to call it. That's what they might be doing. Who knows? I'm just a YouTube creator, an idiot. I don't have all the answers. You want all the answers? You want all the facts? Talk to Jesus and God. They know the facts. They know the truths. They know everything. Me, I'm just a human, a sinner. But my sins are not as great as these nut jobs. Thank God. Now, you folks have a great day. God bless everyone. All glory goes to God. It always will on this channel. And I will be back shortly after I'm done with my dishes. Thank you very much. Have a good night.